Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to Rangers Radio.
Well, hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxygen, on this show tonight is AK, or Robert, and we've been joined by the Crown. I'll go for El Presidente, the Bridgeman. I was going to say Crown Prince. I don't know if that's a good job at the moment.
Clown
Evening.
Prince.
Evening, AK.
Good evening, Oxygen. Good evening, Rob, the Bridgeman, and everybody that's listening.
Robert.
Evening, Ox. I was about to say on with the three wise men, but AK's here, so good evening all.
Oh, you're learning.
Hey.
I can't
The gloves
follow
are
that.
up, really.
I
I
can't
told you to
follow
keep that one for Christmas. Carry on, Bridgeman.
Oh, what can I say? Really looking forward to tonight. It says the way Robert and our AK are into each other is going to be a cracking night. What can I say? And I say, good evening to yourself, Oxygen, and of course Robert and AK, and of course the Techie boys in the background. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio.
I thought I was only three donkeys, if that's the team of the night.
Me like an ass.
Oh, big one. I've been the manger winner. No crib for a bed. Fox and Boots smoked the frankincense, wouldn't
Aye, because the golden mirror's off.
he? Stevie Southside be away with the gold in the mug.
Aye, no crib for a bed.
Right, okay. Oh, listen. You can feel it. You can feel the tension ramping up. AK.
What's crackling now, pal? What's crackling? Aye, the battle fever's on. If it wasn't before the day's pressers, it certainly is now. Come on, the Rangers. Get in there.
Robert?
It certainly is, mate. As AK said, there's obviously been a few comments made in the past 24 hours in press interviews which have happened today that have kind of sparked the buzz about the game. Up until now, there probably was just a slight discussion. It wasn't really buzzed up as an old firm game, but after the comments in particular, mate, you can start to feel it.
Bridgeman, you're a seasoned campaigner, yeah?
I'm very excited season campaigner at the moment. I'm looking forward to this game at the weekend, I'll tell you. And as both the guys have said and yourself, it's building up. It's building up and bubbling, starting to bubble. And I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, all the feelings that we've had over the last few weeks, the way our team have played, we've got good results and all the rest of it. This is what we're looking for. This could be one of the rewards in the Sunday. This is a big weekend for us, of course. Massive weekend.
It's only 3 points, AK, but it's what 3 points in the time of the season, yes?
Yeah, correct, mate. Psychological advantages now. Everybody's jockeying into position, and it's so we're into the final furlong just about now. Eh? So, it's psychological blows if you can land them, but it's the wins that matter more than most.
Would that be the donkey derby?
There's a few donkeys here, and we've all won EO.
I used to think that was good fun. That was the one you threw the balls up, wasn't it?
Aye.
Oh dear. Aye. We're definitely turning for home, you know what I mean? So we want to keep in behind Hearts. We don't want to lose any further ground. And the day that, Robert, it's simple. We need to win on Sunday.
That's it, mate. That's the bottom line. It's, as you say, it's 3 points. Yes, there's a lot of kind of psychological and other sounding factors, but ultimately, at the end of the game, mate, you want to be 3 points further ahead than you are starting the game. Obviously, there's a few people who are saying it's a must-win. I'm not of the same opinion myself, but obviously, it's a big advantage to get the win. and just extend the gap. And you never know what Hearts will be in as well, what position they're going to be where we close it, mate. So an interesting and massive weekend in terms of the title race.
Aye. If Hearts win, yeah, and we didn't, if we happen to no win or lose the game, it becomes very difficult for us because of the amount of games that's left. Yeah, but Hearts are a certainty to beat anybody in this league, and that's been maybe the thing about the league this year, Bridgeman. It's been different, eh?
Yeah, indeed. And I look at ourselves, and sometimes we think we're doing really, really, really well, and all of a sudden somebody puts a wee switch off somewhere in the team, and they play like donkeys at times, you know. But I think all the Rangers fans are just desperate to get that Sunday started, get the game going, and let's get on with it, get on with our life, and do them, just do them.
Yeah. Listen, big news came to the club today this afternoon late on. Don't know if you picked up in the AK about my vice chairman, Patrick Marath. I hope I've said that right, yeah. Patrick Marath, that's maybe more like it, yeah. He stood down for his position at the Edinburgh board. I think maybe his initial job's been done, and maybe needs somebody with more focus because he's obviously the connection with Leeds. So we want somebody just in that's maybe just going to focus just in your club. With the investment strands. So I'm all right with that, mate. Yeah.
Aye, listen, I think actually that there's maybe a political connection today with for what I'm reading between the lines. Earlier this season, Fox, was it Crystal Palace won the FA Cup, right? So they technically should have been into the Europa, right? But I think one of their major investors had also investment in a French club who was also in the Europa Club competition. So they made a Nottingham Forest made a protest saying that was a conflict of interest, and Crystal Palace ended up getting demoted down to the conference, and Nottingham Forest promoted into the Europa. They swapped places, so it's finances, and I think Marat didn't want that conflict of interest. If Leeds say win the FA Cup, for example, and get into Europe that avenue, he didn't want it to affect Rangers. So I think it's a sensible move for the club, for what I'm led to believe.
Aye, I mean, nothing's going to change, you know. He's not my star centre forward, Robert, is he? The club seems to have stabilised off the pitch. Things are starting to move. Never as quick as we would like, but things are starting to move, Robert, yeah?
I think that's the difference, Sox, and you've hit the nail on the head when you say the club's get stability now. I think if this was a few seasons ago when there's no stability, we would maybe be questioning it more, looking at the reasons behind it. But there is stability. He is just the vice chairman. Somebody can step in to that position, as you said, with more time and more focus directly to a club. So a sensible approach as well. But I think for me, as you said, there's stability, and I think that's a big factor that nothing's going to change here. Really, it's just a different name to a different title.
I suppose available bridge, if they ask me nicely.
Yeah, I think I've heard something else in along the lines that AK was saying. I think there's something to do with the government or the FA are looking at clubs with clubs owners with two clubs, and anywhere in the UK.
For me. It's UEFA.
It's UEFA then. Remember, they're looking at that. So I think that may be a precursor for what that was a precursor for what Rangers board have done. It could be, you know, you maybe can't be in two boards or something stupid like that, you know, on the football side. I really don't know, but I remember hearing something about it. I couldn't pick it all out. Obviously, but I didn't know the difference between UEFA and FA.
It was a liberty what happened to Crystal Palace. I don't know how yourself, AK, you know, because I do believe that football's football should be decided on the pitch, yeah?
Oh, totally in agreement, mate. Listen, I think the Nottingham Forest owner, who actually has dual ownership himself, I think he owns a one. Exactly. Well, he's seen a loophole there to say that, listen, Nottingham Forest could earn a lot more in the Europa League rather than the Conference League, and it's just a stepping stone, financial stepping stone that he's seen advantage of, and UEFA had to up here. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of change certain rulings on that, but our Paraigmarat identified that and he said, listen, I don't want there to be an opportunity there for somebody else to steal potential earnings off us, because it is a massive drop for the Europa down to the Conference or the Champions League down. You know, that stepping stone is quite a dramatic, loss in earnings. Yeah.
All right, okay. So we wish him all the best, mate. We didn't see much of him at the club. He came in at the start. Old Andrew's been the man since. Really, Robert, he's been front and centre, hasn't he?
He certainly has, and I think he's actually been a lot more front and centre than maybe most folk expected. Obviously, there was the Russell Martin kind of saga that probably played a part in that as well, but he's been to a lot of kind of fan forums. He's obviously been to the fan advisory board meetings. He's been to some kind of nights at Edmondson House, mingling with supporters to get to know their feeling. Not just here locally, he's also done it back in America as well. So he is putting himself in there to kind of be the face of the club at the board level. And all credit to him. He deserves a massive kind of pat in the back, a lot of credit, because he has made some difficult decisions, although not difficult, if that makes sense, in your eyes. But he's back to manager as well in the transfer window, and he sees the opportunity here to go and kick on. So he deserves a lot of credit as well. And I think the fans have took to how approachable and how front facing he actually is.
All right. You'll be wishing Kevin Thelwell all the best as your position, AK, will you?
Oh, aye, absolutely, aye. Is he walking off a plank somewhere? Nah, I heard about it earlier. He's got some position with the FA or something, hasn't he? Aye, involving director of football. Aye, more fool them, mate. I bet he's not today with us, so wash our hands.
I wonder if the big mistake they made was Russell Martin. I wonder if he'd have still been with the club if they'd have got somebody else in better.
I wonder if he's taking Chermiti.
Well, we weren't upset with Chermiti a couple of times in the last couple of months, have we?
No, to be fair, yes, you're right.
You know, Fernandez has come in. Mikey Moore's kicked on. Casimir's throwing glimpses, bits and pieces. Did you get since the new year, since BAFCON, he's looked a better player? You know, he looked a bomb scare. He's really young. Magoma. We've got a better. I think we've got a better back and sign now, but Magoma's never let us down. So I just think maybe the back to Rangos, if that makes sense, Robert. You know, but I didn't like some of the way he tried to gaslight us. You know, to say that basically he knew that Russell Martin was a really the best coach he'd ever seen, and we were watching it going, no, this is the worst we've ever seen. You know, don't try and kid kidders.
He's put all his eggs in the Russell Martin's basket. Let's be fair, Oxy. It's easy to sit here at this moment in time, given how good Danny Rowe's been with the club and the players, that it is easy to say that that's probably the mistake where it all went wrong. It went downhill from there, because we went through the players, as you have said, and some of them have shown up at times when we've needed them. Chermiti scored in big games at big times. Magoma's not let us down. So there is quality in the players. They just didn't have the correct management at the time. And that is probably his biggest downfall. And he's obviously had to pay for it, and rightly so.
Aye. Right, Bridgeman. We're going to hear from Danny Rowe. You all right with that, mate?
Excellent. Let's hear him.
If you don't mind, lads, get yourself on mute and let's hear from our gaffer, Danny Rowe.
Danny, you've had the chance to manage a couple of these famous fixtures already, but how much are you looking forward to finally getting to take charge of an Old Firm game at Ibrox?
Yeah, we are ready. I think during the week we spoke a lot about this game in the coaching group as well. I think when you are a manager and you have the chance to play at home this kind of games, then you are also on fire. And yeah, we are on fire. I think it was a good training week so far. Let's see tomorrow, one more training session. I feel the confidence, I feel the belief, and I think this is very important. It's not just we can speak about the shape and the tactic, but it's also about the how we go in duels, how we win the balls. how we play forward. If we have the right mindset for this game, then I totally believe we come with a lot of confidence, and we have 51,000 in our back, and it will be a good atmosphere.
Some pundits have been saying whoever loses this game is out of the title race. Just how important do you think this single game could be in determining who wins the Scottish Premiership title?
It's a crucial game, but no team will be out after this game because still 27 points what you can take, and in football it's massive. It's 2 match days and you are in the title race again. I think this is also important, but of course we know for all the teams now every match day is important, not just for us, also for the other 3 teams around us. Everyone fight for points, and you have to take points as soon as possible to be really close in this race.
Can I just check team news? How's Dujon Sterling, and is Ryan Naderi fit enough to start again?
Both are in the training. If it's enough to be in the squad, I have to decide tomorrow. It looks better, but it's not today the day to say they are in or out. We need one more session to see how was the reaction after the training session yesterday, and then we can go forward.
Danny, you've had some big games in your career as a manager so far, helping Sheffield Wednesday survive relegation down south, Old Firm game at Hampden in a semi-final, but is it fair to say this is the biggest game of your career so far?
Yeah, it's a crucial one, because when you come closer and closer to the end of the season and there's more and more in, then you know every game it's important. I think the away win was fantastic. It was a great atmosphere after the game. We turned the game after 1-0 down to a 3-1. It was fantastic. I think that gives us also the belief that we always can come back. We showed this against Hearts again. Hearts was, a good taste how it could be at home in big games, and hopefully we can bring our part into this game on Sunday as well, that we have this atmosphere again.
Danny, I don't know if you're aware of Celtic midfielder Luke McCowan's comments after the match last night. He said that when Celtic are at the top of their game, no team in Scotland comes close to them. What do you make of those comments?
Yeah, I think at the moment we're in the second position. They are behind us. I think they have at the moment 7 or 8 defeats. Yeah, I think general it makes no sense to speak too much about the other side. We have to focus on ourselves. We want to win this game. I see my team is ready to take points, and then we will see on Sunday. Hopefully both teams try everything, and I'm confident that we have a big chance to win this game.
You said after the Hearts game that you felt the real atmosphere, the true atmosphere at Ibrox. Do you expect the Rangers fans to take that to the next level, given the importance of this game?
I think so, but important is that we deliver on the pitch as well a good performance. I think that was for a neutral or for our fans against Hearts the key point. We were 1-0 down, we come back 1-1, 2-1 down, we come back 2-2. We showed always that we can come back after small setbacks. We showed resilience, we played good football. I think we showed from the first minute that we want to win this game, and this is crucial. But both teams will be in this fight on Sunday. Both teams want to try, both teams know how important this game is. But I think it will be a special atmosphere in the stadium.
How much are you personally relishing this match on Sunday, knowing if your team wins, how significant that may be?
Yeah, it will be a good feeling after the game. But for this we have to work 2 days now, tomorrow and on Sunday, to be ready for such a game. Put a lot of effort in, invest, but have also a clear mindset. I think this is important, not to be overpaced in this game. I think do it with a hot heart and a smart mind. And if we do this, then we have a big chance. We have a clear idea what we want to do. We have also some different solutions how we can hurt them. But let's see. I think it's also interesting when I look ahead, when you play in 7 days 2 times. It's also a little bit to understand how it is, but focus is completely on Sunday. My team showed the character, big personality in the last couple of weeks, and I think also to come back away in Celtic, in the stadium there, after 1-0 down showed that even the game goes in one direction what we don't want, we have always a chance to come back.
You touched on that before, Danny, you know, just how low the confidence was among the players when you came in. Just how significant was that victory at Celtic Park, do you think, just in terms of mindset and confidence amongst the players?
Yeah, general, for me that was one of the biggest moment so far, because we beat a big team and we come back after 1-0 down. It helps, that gives the team the belief. I think as a manager, when you make decisions and you can make a decision at halftime and it works like this, it helps as well for the trust for the players. There is no question mark. The players follow our way. They are confident. They are believe, and I think this is crucial. We have to believe. I think this game, it's not about the legs. It's about the mind, the brain. How ready you are in these moments, and if you do this, then let's see.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Right, thanks for that, Mr. Fox. Interesting stuff. Bear traps, see what I've done there, AK? Bear traps, yeah, I like it.
No bad for you.
2 days I've been working on that. 2 days I've been working on that. It's all about the timing. It's all about the timing. Listen, but he was asked a question, answered it. I don't see the drama, yeah? He's over with the, you know, the boy, I hope he plays. I hope he plays on Sunday. Don't fear him at all. The boy played with the D with the funny hair. Hope he plays, yeah. Made a statement. That's what it is. Put it up the notice board, go to Monday again. Simple as that. They were talking on the pitch, aka Robert, then the bridge.
That's always the case, isn't it? Aye, it's good motivation if you need any more, that is. If you hear the opposition bumming about how they're the best team in Scotland when they play, nobody can touch them, you know, that should be music to the Rangers players' ears. No, as I say, that if you need any extra motivation, well, there it is. That guy's saying you're basically rotten. But Danny Rose, you know, turned it round a bit on him and says, well, they've lost 7 games this year, so they can't be that good. Plus, they're out of Europe again. They've lost another national final, so there's nothing to fear there. There really isn't. But it's up to us. Of course, there's going to be pressure and expectation there, but that comes with the territory for playing for our club. But you should be embracing it, Ox. Use the energy and the noise for the crowd to go out there and just get torn about them. You know, I mean, win all your individual battles, and the game should take care of itself. We've got better players than them now, I think. But it's up to the players to do it, because nothing's been won yet. So it's a chance to get a psychological blow in them again, because what are we, a nothing extra Ibrox Cellar? We went there and beat them 3-1. We were robbed in that League Cup. But when was the last time they beat us in the league? Ox, it must be a few games now.
If we can see them off this year, mate, if we can see them off this year in the 3 games we've got to play them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That'll be when we start up, that'll be 2 years as they beat us in 90 minutes, mate.
Well, there you go. So we've got nothing to fear. But would you make of that look, McCowan? 2 years you hadn't beat us, but you are the best team in Scotland. Come on, Rangers. Show them who's the best.
Pick my words wisely. 2 years I haven't beat us in 90 minutes, but that's on the half time with that mob, Robert.
You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong, to be honest with you. But I'm like yourself, mate. I don't see any wrongdoing with answering the question the way Danny Rule did. He basically stated a fact. They're third, we are second. At this moment in time, nobody's touching Hearts. So if a Hearts player came out and said that, then fine, because they're top of the table. They've earned the right to be at the top of the table. But when a team who are sitting third, who aren't playing well. As much as at times we've not played well, we're still above them. So there was no issue for me answering the question. But he said the main thing, Ox, for me, that you don't need to be talking about the other side. You focus on yourself. You do your talking on the park. And when you walk away with the 3 points, there's your answer back. 3 points in the bag, further clear. We'll see you next week in the Cup, and we'll repeat it again. That's the week Rangers have got ahead of themselves. Use all the comments, get them drilled in their head and thrive on them, and then you make them eat their words, because the table won't lie at the end of it, mate.
I don't think he's been fair. They went head to head with somebody last night, so that means that the winners of that trophy. Yeah. He's missing the point, know what I mean?
Did Dundee get the Scottish Cup?
Aye, exactly, mate. Exactly. Bridgman.
Well, look, you guys have covered that really, really well. I'm really pleased with the manager. I like the way he speaks, and he tells the truth. He says it as he says it as he sees it, as far as that goes. And he's quite right. If someone's stupid enough to ask him a question that's benevolent, then he's going to get the truth back, and that's the truth, and that's it. I don't have any problems with that at all. And if anybody has got a problem, they want shooting. Simple as that. But we all know where it all comes from anyway. When there are these things, you know, you get the wrong people in the interviews or the press, whatever it was, press police. No, I'm sorry. The people shouldn't be allowed to ask the questions in the first place. But our manager handled it all well, and I'm really delighted the way he speaks. Come on, Rangers.
Yeah. Aye, it's I don't get upset, but I did see him try when he was trying to debate them. Yeah, you know, there's certain people that wouldn't ask their questions like Danny Rowe. He's a smart operator, Robert.
He has been, Ox. He's been very quite calm and collective in his answers that he's gave the media. There's been times they've tried to catch him out, and he's clicked on very early in his Rangers career how to answer them and how to approach them. So they're just going to jump on anything to try and get a reaction, put something out there in the media, in papers, to hype this game up more than what it is at stake, and try and use comments that are made by either side to be the headline come Monday morning that somebody's got their words wrong or they've been showed wrong. But it's noise that's always been there. Every fixture we play them, there's always noise surrounding the game, mate. So take it on board if you do. If you don't, dismiss it. But ultimately, do the talking on the pitch. Take the 3 points. See you later.
I'll do me, eh, Kate?
Well, that's what it's all about. Yep. Just Rob's right, 100% right. Focus on the job in hand. You beat them, and then we tick that game off, and we're into the final 9 games of the season. And 30 points here to play for, Ox. We want to pick as many of them up as we can. So listen, we're the foreign team in Scotland. We've got nothing to fear. If you don't mind, I'd we look at the last 20 games, Ox. For Danny Rowe come in, basically. You know, Rangers have had 47 points out of the 60 total. Motherwell have picked up 42, who are supposed to be the best team in Scotland now, but we've got 5 points more than them. Hearts have got 38, so we've gained up 9 points on them, and Celtic have had 37 out of 60 in the last 20. So we're the foreign team in Scotland now, and that underlines it.
Aye, but my form has to get back on track. We need to win on Sunday, mate. Yeah. What's gone's gone.
Oh, I agree.
It's new the future, mate. But aye, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. Well, I'm all forward to Sunday with the nervousness is always there, Bridgeman. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Can I ask you a question? 'Cause it's burning in my mouth here. When was the last time the Tims beat us?
In a league game, you need to go back to August. I think it was 24, mate. So it's nearly 2 years ago, mate.
Wow, that's the last time they beat us in a league game. Yeah. Wow. Because I couldn't remember when I was, to be fair. Not that I can remember yesterday. I couldn't remember when it was, you know. It's very, and it's gone. See, before I can forget, because I just forget quite easily now. The news I saw, a wee snippet in the news I saw today, was that Mikey Moore maybe negotiating some sort
I
of
would
deal with
take
the
that
Rangers.
I would take that where it's
A wee
coming
pinch of
to
salt, is it?
I would take that with a large pinch.
Right, okay, that's cool.
I would say we've got Laurel and Hardy on here that need training and media training. Yeah, rubbish, no. Stan and Ollie on the show tonight, you know.
Sorry for mentioning it, guys. Sorry for mentioning it.
More like Jack and Victor.
Ox, just to answer Bridges' question, September 1st, 2024.
What is it? How much for? Are you going to pull me up for one day? I said August, yeah?
Wrong month, mate. That's an important thing. But here you go. September 24, Bridgeman.
So it's actually 18 months ago then, isn't it? Sunday. Is that right? Aye,
yep.
1st of March, isn't it?
Yep.
3 and 6 is 9, aye. Yep.
Well, we
so
really don't have nothing to interfere from them at all.
No.
Based on the way we've played them in the last 2 games, no interfere.
No. You know, and even the semi-final, you know, and obviously we get beat 3-1, that's what the records book says. We're down to 10 men, they should be down to 10 men as well, let's be honest. And the second half, in the 90 minutes, we actually deserve to win the game, never mind draw it, you know. So, what have we got to fear? But my players have to turn up, AK.
Oh, nailed on, mate. Aye, you remember right? It was about an hour, an entire hour. In fact, no longer than that with the extra time. That we played with 10 men, and they should have been down to 10 men with the Trusty, the kick in the head, and then Ralston, the horn ball, the second yellow day. So either the moan and bleed about the injustices that VAR are giving them, and they've got a cheap 83 games in between their 2 red cards. Try wolf somewhere else.
Aye. Aye, they don't get it, do they?
No, always a victim, innit? A self-entitled.
I've got a serious question, mate. A serious question. See, when you're on that Friends Reunited talking to all your old school chums, what did they say about that? What, their team getting 2 red cards in 83 games?
All my pals went to Proddy schools, pal, so I don't know what you're talking about. But nice try, Ox. That media training kicked in.
He nearly went there, Robert, didn't he?
Close, but no cigar, mate. Maybe next time.
Was that bad effort? Anyway, Ross has joined this evening, Ross.
All right, brother.
How we doing, mate?
Just waiting to Sunday, mate.
What's your life away, Ross? Enjoy your Friday and your Saturday, mate.
Nah, mate. I want to wait for Sunday, mate. Sunday's the best day we're going to ever have.
Hope so, mate. I hope so.
What we're going for, MD? What's the results? I'll go for 5-1. No, I'll go for 3-1.
Ross, is any result is favourable. One more than them every day of the week. Bridgeman?
Yes, indeed. 1-0 for me. 1-0 will do me.
Robert? Any score?
Any score, 3 points. That's the victory, Ross, for me, mate. 3 points, regardless of the scoreline. Whether it's a 1-0, OG, whatever, I'll take the 3 points as they come.
AK?
Aye, a wee 1-0 penalty in the 97th minute. VAR overturned their appeals. Cheerio. Tavernier top corner.
Would it be better if we missed it and VAR made us take it again, AK?
That's just sadistic.
Would that do you, huh?
You know what?
Good old brother beating.
You know what? We get VR standing out for 10 minutes. Oh, I don't know.
Aye. You all right, Ross? Everything okay in your world?
Aye, bro. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's me that get the VR. We're standing about for 10 minutes deciding. Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. Let's just go on with the game and let's just get stuck in about them.
Cheers, Ross. You enjoy your weekend.
Brother, no surrender. We are the people.
Come on, Rangers. Take it away, Ross. See you later. What a man. That'd be comedy gold, that would do me.
Oh, it'd be a belter, wouldn't it? Imagine the meltdown.
Oh dear.
AK, what makes you think we'll get 7 minutes added on time? Is that for us or for them?
Depends on
Well, that's just par for the course, isn't it, with them?
Listen, if they happen to win and they blow up in 88 minutes.
Aye. Brother
If they
beating them,
could get
she is
away with
right.
it, they would.
Right,
Absolutely.
listen, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get in mute and we'll hear the rest for Danny Rowe.
Looking at the opposition on Sunday, are you expecting them to take a similar approach despite any changes in personnel as they did last week, as they have done in a couple of other previous matches?
Yeah, I think so. I think when you see the lineup from yesterday, the starting lineup, then I expect some changes. That's normal. They try to use the full squad. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised after 1-0 that they're not trying to win this game 2-3-0 to have a chance. They keep the result until the end. I think that is a little bit apart. But yeah, will be interesting as well in the goalkeeper position, what he's doing now. Let's see. But we are prepared. I think it's focused on ourselves. We have also some interesting decisions to do. Yeah, I notice if everyone is available, it's also for me on some positions not so easy because there are more than 2 or 3 players are ready for this game. It's a good situation. I like this. My player showed that they are ready. I think this is crucial, and let's see what it means on Sunday.
Danny, what impact, if any, has the missed opportunity last week had on the group heading into such a big game?
Yeah, we dropped 2 points. We missed 2 points, but let's turn it in a positive way. At the end, we won 1 point after 2-0 down. But of course, when you go there and you have so many chances, I think they had all in all 3 touches in our box and they make 2 goals. It's always difficult to understand, but this is football. That's the reason why we love the sports, that something could be happened, but of course, we have to go forward on Sunday and next good game ahead.
Danny, I think everyone acknowledges the job you've done in getting Rangers back into the title race, but at this stage, if you win it, you'll be a hero. If you're third, people will say not good enough for Rangers. Is that fair, and how difficult is that to get your head round?
Yeah, the good thing is it's not my job to measure this. I think it's got everyone else to do. For me, it's focus what we did so far. I know football is about now and the next one, not about the past. I think we give ourselves the chance to be in this race with a good performance, with a lot of points. But when you come closer and closer, then you also want to be at the end on a very good position. And for this we have a chance, 10 games to go, second competition as well to win. And this is the reason why we fight for in the next couple of weeks.
I'm going to ask you about Mikey Moore, who scored at Celtic Park. There's been a few suggestions that already you might be speaking to Spurs about potentially getting him back next season. How much would you like to see that happen?
Yeah, at first I think he made a fantastic development since I'm here. He showed his quality. He's still a young player. He took a lot of good experience now in this year. To play for a big club is always important, helpful in a young career. Good experience. He did so well. I'm happy with him. And of course, let's see what we can do. I think this is in the following weeks now a topic. I think this is the good thing that we are clear. We start next week then as well to speak about the summer, bring all these informations together. And I think important is not just what we feel. I think Mikey feels also really well here. You see the relationship between him and the fans. He likes the club. But there are a lot of different people around to make such a decision. I think let's see what we can do in the future. Now it's focus to the race, and then we will hopefully make good decisions in the summer.
Danny, it felt very noticeable against Hearts how big your team was, how physical they felt, maybe compared to a couple of months ago. Think back to that Roma game. I just wondered if you could speak a bit about how that's improved, especially after the January window.
Yeah, it improved not just from the physical side. When I look yesterday to the training session, there's a different speed now in the game because everyone knows they want to be part. I watched yesterday as well, and it's not disrespectful, but when I compare the bench from the away game to now, I think this is also a difference. And this is good. Yeah, this is the reason why I have some pain in my mind now, yeah, because I have to make some decisions. But important is to understand, even you make decisions before the game. A game has always its own story, and you never know. You make a decision, and as a red card after 10 minutes, you have to make a new decision. I think this is important as a manager, that you not stick just to one match plan, to one decision. You have to make decisions when it's necessary, and I think we did well in the last couple of weeks. Sometimes you think after the game and think, maybe I should do this and this, but this is after, in this moment, and I make decisions because I believe in this decisions, and I think this is also crucial.
You also spoke after the Hearts game about how influential the crowd was, but maybe needing a bit of patience sometimes as well when you have the ball. Will that be important, not just the noise of the crowd, but maybe the patience if it allows on Sunday?
Yeah, I think this is a big part of our development. We know we want to play forward, we want to attack. For me, it's not necessary to prepare a next chance with 100 passes. I said this many times, but sometimes you have to move the opponent at first in one space that you can attack the other space. But generally, it's important that we have our vertical possession, our mind, instead of we play backwards. And if we can do this and we stick to these principles, then we make good decisions.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I think when he was telling me his bridge with the Mikey Moore, it's Spurs' decision. They had his contract, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm delightfully surprised to hear it. But I liked it. It clears, as far as I'm concerned, it clears it up,
Aye, this is mean it'll never happen. You never know.
No, you never know.
What the old game, football, AK.
Well, it can be, pal. Aye. It's listen. We've got owners there that can afford the sort of fees that potentially Spurs could be looking at, and if the two clubs come to a deal. But listen, I wouldn't mind even taking one loan for another year. I mean, the platform that we can offer that boy to develop him further, it's a win-win for both the player and the club if they decide, we're happy with the game time he's getting, the way he's developing, and who knows what lays ahead in the future. But if we've got a good relationship with the player and with Spurs, then it augurs well for the future. Potentially getting other boys after them as well,
You never know. You never know. I'd like us to develop one end, boys, but that's a debate and a discussion for another day. Pretty much, most players are fit, mate. We're in a good place, Robert. So, what you been thinking, mate? What you been thinking about your team selection? Sterling, Deary, are they in your 11, or what you thinking, mate?
For me, they're both in, Ox. They're both in. I'm trying to think of the shape I would go, to be honest with you. I go back to the game at Parkhead when Diamonde came on, in midfield in particular, and changed the game. I think he will play on Sunday. Now, whether he goes with Diamonde and Raskin, or he goes with the three of Raskin, Diamonde and Chukwueze, just for an extra body in that midfield, I think that's where, for me, you may see a change of up front, the kind of front line, how that will look. But if it was me, personally, I would go with two strikers, mate, where possible. It does mean sacrificing a winger, because I would have Mikey Moore in the 10 behind the two strikers, given a free role. It does mean dropping a winger, but they've not really been as effective as we'd like. Gassama, Skov Olsen at times, but you brought these guys in January to play these type of games, so he's got options. He's keeping them close to his cards. He's not giving anything away. See that he's got a few selection options. That also, for me, suggests a formation. But I would go 4-3-1-2, mate, if you're asking me at the moment in time.
4-3-1-2. lack of width's a problem, but it worked all right in their place. But I can't remember how we played. When Diamandi came on, he was still on the park. There was Gassama was on the park. Who was on the park, and Chibiti was up front. So it was a 4-3-3 AK, yeah.
Aye, but Rob's right. Diamandi, the energy that he brought, it did certainly influence and to change the course of the game, because in fairness, Celtic were all ours. We just looked disjointed, no organised, caught in the headlights. There was a lot of the kind of new players, that was the first time that they'd been to Parkhead. So it's understandable, but we've had players like that in the past before, and it's a game that's totally different for any other. Anybody that's played in it, and obviously we've know that listening to former players, even the most experienced guys can go, wow, this is just different. I seen a recent interview there actually with Mikel Arteta, well, maybe a couple of years ago, and he says, but what's the best derby that you played in? And he obviously referenced the North London derby. He says, but the Old Firm derby blows everything away that I've ever experienced, and that's a boy coming for Barcelona as well. So it's going to be one of the games. I agree with a lot of Rob's said there, the way he set up the team and that. It's just down to personnel and what the manager feels is the strongest going forward. But again, what you said, Ox, the only doubt about that is possibly your width, particularly on the right-hand side. I think Romans would get up and down there, but Sterling wouldn't do the same job as what Tavernier offers, but I would still have Sterling in before Tavernier and maybe look to bring on Taver that if you need be for an impact later on in the game, the same as we did against Hearts.
Aye. Listen, look, Danny Rowe, I mean, he has done different things at different times, which I'm pleased with, because I don't think you can be a one-trick pony, Bridgeman. I think if you're a one-trick pony, I don't think there's any point in having the manager starting outside the park.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And, it's absolutely essential, and I hope he really grows into enjoying that type of thing. Rangers need their manager out there, front and centre, and that's what we need. Unless, of course, there's something going on up in the director's box, the manager needs half an hour up there with them. But in general, they've got to be down there, because that's where the troops look. Something goes wrong in the park, they look over to the side to see the manager and the coaches. That's what he needs to see, and he's got to be there. I think he does a fantastic job for us over there, really do, and I really like the guy. I love the way he says things, and I like it. Even a wee problem, and he'll work it out. I'm not saying he gets everything right, so let's get that out of the way. But I do like what he's doing. I think we've done very well getting him, to be honest.
Who does, mate? Who does? You know what I mean? Yeah, I would use the word we criticised him. Maybe his substitutions are more late on, but that's in hindsight. The bodies they get in the box, they get the Peters out. You're saying, well, you got it right. You know what I mean? It's just hindsight's a wonderful thing, AK, yeah. Oh, hope he's all right, Robert.
It is, mate. It is. We can always look back and say the big what ifs. I know that's something that we always do. And we've seen that recently. What if Danny Rule was the manager from the start of the season? What if this? But we can only work with what he's done so far. He can only work with what he had up till January. The bottom line is, mate, he's got his back in a position that we never thought was possible. So that's a big plus. And if he can go in and win the title, then of course it's an added bonus, because I think I've said it before. When he came in, the job was win games. It wasn't going to win the title, it was win games. Now we're in a position where it is a possibility. It is in our hands. We have slipped up in recent games. Let's be honest, we have. We've dropped points where we shouldn't have, but we're still in it, mate. We're still in it. And 3 points this weekend could be massive in terms of the race itself and where momentum swings as well. It's a massive week for the club. League game, Scottish Cup game. It could boost their season, derail theirs. But on the flip side, it could go the other way. But Daniel showed enough that he can get right back in it. And then you go into next season and he has got the full season.
Aye. Do you like to cut his jib, Robert? Are you a fan? You pleased with him?
Mate, I like the way he just keeps it simple. He speaks clear. he's quite understanding. We, as supporters, can understand his message. So the players are obviously understanding that message as well. On the training park, they've picked up results with it. It's just, I said it before, he's brought togetherness with the fans and the players. He's brought a belief, and he's calm about everything, mate. Even going into January, when there was no CEO, no director of football, he just seems so calm that everything was going to be done. And he done it. He got the players in that he wanted. Whether he wanted more, we'll never really know. He had a number, but he didn't tell us what that was. But he was calm getting into that when he's still a young manager himself. He's still learning the trade as a first team manager. Yes, he's got experience at Sheffield Wednesday, but the pressures at your club is second to none from anywhere else that he's ever been or ever going to be. But he's here with us now, and he speaks sense to me, mate. He's right in what he's done so far.
Well said, Robert.
Aye. You like him, Bridge, don't you? You're a fair
Oh
guy.
yes,
You bag-
oh yes. The words that Robert used there were very wise words. And yeah, he's handled virtually everything. He's had ups and downs to every manager, but he's starting to pull things together. And let's hope the team can hold it. All the good stuff that we've been doing, particularly at Ibrox, and we'll get that to continue and take us through on Sunday. And by goodness gracious, he'll be more popular than he's been. I think he's been a tremendously popular person. There's some folk not too happy about the way the results have come in, or shall we say the non-results where we don't quite get the 3 points. But I doubt very much if there's any manager could come into Rangers and do as good as this guy's done in this very short space of time. Didn't know what was coming. Didn't have a CEO. Didn't have a what do you call it? A director of football. Didn't have anything like that. So it's well done to him, and I wish him all the best going forward. We need him. We need him to do it and take us through on Sunday. That's the first thing we need from you. Take us through on Sunday.
Listen, you gave out the league table, or the points table since he came in the door, AK. But I didn't tell a story of where we were physically, emotionally, as a club and team, the damage that had been done in, I'll say 3 months. Yeah, it was slightly more than that, but nobody was looking forward to the game. There was no enthusiasm. There was no togetherness between the club, the team, and the fans. You know, the guys, Stuart Thelwell and Russell Martin, between them had smashed everything. No deliberate. I just think that major appointment rang. You know, it happens. But when he came in the door, if you'd have told me on the 1st of March, let's say we get a turn tomorrow, Aberdeen, there's a turn tomorrow, get a draw, right? Without being ridiculous, right? And we can go and win. We'll be into March and we'll be 2 points behind the leaders, and we'll be sitting 5 points in front of them before they play their game on Wednesday. Hopefully Aberdeen does another turn, right? You would have said to me, Ox, you're nuts, wouldn't you?
I think the bookies would have gladly taken your money the way they South Super 6 and all. But we're not talking about that. No, but listen, you're right. We're rock bottom as a club, as a support. Everybody was starting to question what's the strategy of the new owners, what direction are we going in? Are they just here to make money off us? But us as a support, we were all excited about their input into the club and the direction they were meant to be taking us, and it was totally the opposite. Getting hammered early doors against Bruges was just a right rock bottom moment, and by the way, they could have pulled the trigger on Martin there and then for me. But the choice to stand by their man, they didn't want to, well, as it turned out, that they were probably maybe too loyal to them, whereas that guy from Nottingham Forest we spoke about, Marinakis, he would have sacked him there and then. So it's Danny Rowe's done a remarkable job. He really has, Ox. You know, as I say, I've mentioned the stats and that there earlier, underline how good a job that he's did for he's come into the club, but he's lifted players up, with their bootlaces, and basically made them into players that we didn't think that they could be. We're no the finished article by God, we're no, and there's still a lot of room for improvement, but there's an opportunity there to win a double where a lot of your support were chucking it in October time, so credit to Danny Rowe. I think he's done a remarkable job. And by the way, big game mentality, big club mentality is, I think, is a big thing. Even though he's a young manager, Ox, he's worked at Bayern Munich, Leipzig, German national team. He's used to dealing with egos for players and stuff, so he's in a big club at ours, and he recognises the opportunity he's been given as well.
Robert?
I think you can see that he knows himself that he's got the privilege of managing your club, mate. And I think that's what he takes on board as well when he speaks publicly. Not every single manager has got the privilege of managing Glasgow Rangers. Some have been selected in the past who should never have been, we know that. But he's probably been a guy who, when he left Sheffield Wednesday, thought, what's next? Never in a million years did he think that Rangers would come calling. And to give him credit as well, he came in at a time when there was nothing going right for us, mate. As you said, we were rock bottom. There was a lot of emotion, a lot of tension. It wasn't a good place to walk into. He's turned that around so quickly that we're still finding it hard to actually believe at times that he's done that. And that's a mentality thing. Before he's even got on the pitch, that's just a mentality thing. Before he's even got any football ideas. But he said it himself, folks. Football ideas, style can all come later. Let's get the wins on the board. And that's what he's doing. Even till now, in the end of this season, it'll be all about wins. See where we are, see where we finish. Then he's got the pre-season. The players have got an understanding of him. He's got an understanding of the players as well. It's a fresh start. And I think that's really what he's done, mate. He's just brought freshness, brought togetherness. And he's in a privileged position that he knows himself. He's going to cherish these times that he's with us, mate. And hopefully he can add success to that as well. And in our eyes, if he gets a title this season, wow, remarkable. What a job.
Okay, just a wee announcement for Rangers Radio. Rangers Radio, Big Stevie kindly donated us a couple of tickets for the Rangers rally. It's on tomorrow night. We approached one of our long-term listeners who couldn't make it along with our husband. So what we've decided is a group, because one of the panellists has been dealing with a lot in his own private life, and it's always good, nice to be nice, AK. So our Robert is going to have the privilege of going to the Rangers rally representing Rangers Radio kindly on behalf of Big Stevie tomorrow night. So Robert, I hope you have a good evening, son, and enjoy it.
Well done.
I appreciate it, lads. I'm certainly sure I'll enjoy it. And I'll put the feelers out there to everybody listening to Rangers Radio for a pre-match show on Sunday, mate. I'll feel like AK with a sore head on a Sunday now.
There's more than that last week.
Oh, I know.
It took him to Tuesday, he felt all right.
Try Wednesday.
No, but Ox, I appreciate it, and obviously thanks to Big Stevie as well. What a guy. Thanks for donating the tickets, Stevie. Much appreciated.
Top man. Nobody deserves them better, mate. Nobody deserves them better. Yeah, we left, mate, yeah?
Aye, mate. Aye, always good to have a wee laugh in it, and I'll look forward to it. And I'm sure I'll have no voice on Sunday, but I'll make the noise loud tomorrow night, that's for sure.
Yeah. Right, okay. Right, we're getting near that time of day. What tune do you fancy tonight, AK?
Oh, the bangers and mash wouldn't they go amiss?
Not bad. A trip to Ibrox for me. What about you, Robert?
Famous Glasgow Rangers.
Famous Glasgow Rangers. Bridgeman, are you wanting Danny Boy?
You could go for that, or you could. No, for me, I want the Magic Hat, please.
You didn't let that go, mate.
I can't. I loved it.
Oh dear. Right, gentlemen, get yourself a mute, because we're going to have a tune.
All I took a trip to Eyebrow, my favorite team for to cheer, where they were playing the Glasgow Celtic on the Thursday of the year. Now the ground was filled to capacity as the teams come out to play. The animals sang the soldiers' song, and the people sang Dolly Gray. Now half-time it came and went on. The Glasgow Celtic were in the lead. Finian Tully was rounding everywhere, shaking his rosary beads, while the green flags, they were flying high. Celtic hearts were full of pride. The second half, sure it started, and the Rangers, they turned the tide. Won't you play up the Glasgow Rangers? Oh, play up the boys in blue. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. We're here to cheer for you. Now the ball goes out to Walker, and from 30 yards he did score. Sure you couldn't hear your ears at Ibrox Park for the sash my father wore. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. Sammy Cox is on the ball. He slips it through to Willie Woodbarn, then on through to Ian McCall. McCall to Billy Simpson. Oh, here come the boys in blue. Well, Simpson beats the Celtic centre half, and in goes number 2. Now the Rangers fans are roaring. Jardie Young, he takes a free onto the head of William Simpson, and then goes number 3. Well, it's 3-1 for the Rangers. That was the final score. A happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Fenians once more.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
One of my favourites, AK. Brought up with that friend of the family, used to sing it a lot, mate. Me, June, brilliant at it she was. She sat in section J for many a year from her husband Sam. What a number. Love that song.
Brilliant. Great memories, eh? All the old players that they're mentioning. So, a great song. It's a good day. It's been a great collection of songs all week, to be fair, by the way. Went doing really well with the listeners on the feed. The kind of newer songs about Walter and stuff, you know, people had never heard them.
Well,
But
calm down. Folks will be looking for a rise, mate. Calm down.
Nothing wrong with a pat in the back. Well done, Fox.
He's been good, hasn't he? Been top form. Him and Old Schoolboy.
Oh, aye, the double act, the original double act.
Aye, they were forced Abbott and Lou, weren't they? You know. Enjoy that number, Robert?
I did, mate. I did. We should have actually guessed it was going to be something like that, to be honest with you, given the weekend. It's going to be quite fitting. Well done, Fox.
Oh, he played the one I wanted, mate, so it's unusual that I get my one on here, isn't it?
Very. But we'll not mention too much about it, don't worry.
Well, it is. The only thing I get is blows. Right. Right.
How would you do it, Ox? How would you
What's
line it
that,
up?
mate?
So, how would you line it up on Sunday then? You've asked us, but how would we do it?
A
What's your
a
thoughts?
real dilemma, mate. A real dilemma, right? When you look at it, the back four, you bring Sterling in if he's fit, and Sterling's played, come back for fitness. I think he just avoided that pitch last week. I think that was done for that personally. So Sterling's pacing power, and you've got Roman's pacing power. What we've seen, then you've got the two boys in the back. It'll be Suter and Fernandez for me. On form, the problems with John Suter. I don't think he's been great the last few weeks. You're into midfield, mate, and do you just go like you done against Hearts and play like that? Sort of people might say a 4-2-2-2 or a 4-4-2, and you have the two guys up top. I'd like Nadiri on the pitch, but then you have to play up top because I think Chermiti plays. So do you play the two wingers or do you try and play the system you say? It's a real dilemma because I think Diamondi comes in tomorrow. Sunday. So I think he plays in front, and that might be your 4-2-3-1. He might go with one up top. But I would like Nadiri to go in the park as well as Chermiti. You know, I think it would rumble them right up. And I think it's the weakest part of their team. I don't know what you think, mate. So my real dilemma, mate, because if you try and get the width in the park, you go with the same team as you did, and Mikey Mills played one side, and I suppose you go with Olsen too. Let's be honest. So far, it's been, I'll not say disappointment. So far, he's not lived up to the hype. AK.
Olsen has been a disappointment. To be fair, the new signings have come in and made an impact. So enjoy my caller.
Yes, Jim's joined this evening. Jim,
Good evening, lad.
how we doing, mate?
No bad. No bad.
You're quite quiet, mate. You're quite quiet.
Am I?
Just keep going, mate. But you're all right, but just a bit quiet. Like myself, quite shy. Carry on.
No, I just hope for a result Sunday. Because that will finish game, I think, if we beat them. You know? Just hopefully we break the ball and make it a bit of luck. Because I've heard some of the boys, I've listened to that, listen to the show this time, I've heard all the boys, the bastard parts and that. I was ill when it was 3-2. Because they were bastard us until we get the breakaway and then we get the fourth one right at the end. And I said, my God, that was a bit of luck. A good breakaway and a good finish. But I don't think we bastard parts. You know what I mean?
Aye.
The Hibs game, we didn't have a shot on target. The Motherwell game, I thought he picked the wrong team to the start and then made changes at the end. It was a mistake. And then the game at the weekend there was scary. Although we bastard them, we couldn't get the winner. We should have had a penalty in my opinion. But, so I'm just hoping we pick the right team and he goes with maybe two up front against Hearts and then goes one against Livingston. I didn't get it. I don't get it. You know, I don't know.
AK.
Hi, evening, Jim. Listen, a lot of you share your sentiments, mate. But Allbear, I don't know if you've been listening. Allbear and I we've been intimating that Danny Rowe, see the team that he started against, Livingston, against Hibs, against Motherwell. I don't think that was a team that he wanted to play, but I think it might have been dictated a wee bit with injuries with certain players and maybe the physios watching this red zone. Ox has intimated that Sterling was never playing at Livingston because of the park. So you've got to kind of weigh up the things, but the players that we have picked on paper should still have been picking up more points at the 3 games than what they did do. But listen, it's all about Sunday now. We part that. That's done and dusted. It's all about who wants it more for me, who's hungry for it, and we've got an opportunity there in the space of a week to totally kill their season. We would all love that, and then your main focus is Hearts. But if we can win on Sunday and put a dampener on their season and then totally kill it the next week, then that would do me. But it starts on Sunday with a win.
Jim?
I agree, yes, definitely. 100%. You know, I'm going to ask a wee question after you say just for the shows, because the last few, maybe in between the oration of games, it's been to keep seeing back to how bad Russell Martin was. And I've never known a manager that had as much that in all my life, an ex-manager. I don't know what it's for. You know, I don't. And we all know, and we've all said that, when they get rid of the team, the whole team, because the meeting wasn't worth the money. The young boy, Moore, wasn't good enough. Either get rid of Giga, was hopeless. Fernandez, when they played in the cup, was no good. He just threw the whole team, you know, and that's what Punter was saying, you know. But he was in a month. They boys started to click and started, you know what I mean? They started to see their potential. Say, hey, look at this boy Moore now. Look at my committee. I mean, look at Fernandez. They were all starting to come and click, you know, where it wasn't happening for Russell Martin. But it's maybe just me. I'm not running Rangers. I don't care. Ex-players, ex-managers. I'm not running them down, and I hate it. Actually, a couple of times in the show, it was getting that bad one night against Russell Martin. I actually thumped the show off, honestly, and I'm not like that. Because I love the show and I love all the fun. See the one the other night there about your Scottish team and that was fantastic. That show that night was just a class, you know. But what I would like is, I would like never mention him again. It's forward, positive, never, don't offend the mentions of here, leave it out. It's finished, he's away. We're no looking back. It's forward. And just positive energy all the way to these 10 games. You know, I would love that if I just nobody brought on. You know what I mean? Nobody brought it up and went back. Yeah.
I can assure you, you're not alone trying to forget about him. Listen, I don't get personal with Russell Martin. It's up to him. I think it really unravelled really quickly, Jim, you know, and it wasn't a good fit. Unfortunately, we cut it quick because it wasn't good. But it's gone now, you're right. You're gone, and this is Danny Rowe's team. He's brought 4 players in. There's going to be some players leaving the summer. He might bring in another half a dozen. You could have a situation where the team's totally unrecognisable, Robert. I'll say the guy before Russell Martin, how's that grab you, Jim? The guy before Danny Rowe, sorry. Right, but quite quickly.
You still mentioned them.
Sorry about that, Jim. That was a slip in the tongue, Robert.
I'll try and answer it without going back, Jim, but you're right, mate. It is about looking forward. And I know it's a conversation, as you say, it's been discussed of how bad a certain person was, but we should also just look at how good Danny Rowe has been since coming in. AK mentioned the stats earlier on about the points earned and the points won out of the ones that have been available. That's what we should be looking at, the good that's came of it and where we're at now. Yes, we've had some stumbles and it frustrates us because we could have been and should have been top of the table, being chased down by the others that are above us. But that's not really getting the focus it really deserves, in my opinion, Jim. A lot of it is the away to Hibs, the away to Motherwell. It's isolated games. It's not the bigger picture for me, what Danny Rowe has actually inherited, turned around, and got us to this position. That for me is the focus that hasn't been given as much attention as maybe it should be. Again, just my take on it, mate. But going forward, you forget the past. It is moving forward. We've got a chance to strive on this season, get a title, get a cup that we didn't think was possible. So all eyes on forward mode, and that starts with Sunday. a big win. 3 points, regardless of scoreline. 3 points is a big win, and that puts us on to the next week. And in the league games, it is really running to home, mate, and hopefully get over the line.
No, that's exactly. I hope I just want positivity. Everything about Rangers. We love Rangers. We all love Rangers. All we want positivity. Never mind it back.
Jim, can we drop you out and bring you back? We've got a terrible line, mate.
Aye, buddy. Aye.
If you hang up, we'll try and bring you back in, mate, because it's a bad line. We can hardly hear you, mate. Yeah?
Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Bye.
All right. We'll bring you right back, Jim. Yeah? Cheers, mate. Hang up. Yeah. Aye. Well, I don't know about you. I was struggling to hear some of Jim's comments there, Ricky.
Aye, I was myself. Jim's called many times before. I remember him now. He was an avid supporter of RN, shall we say. But hopefully he's got a better line now.
Aye. That better, Jim? You back with us, Jim?
Hello?
Hello? Talk.
Hello?
That sounds like Josh.
Is that Josh?
No, it's Jim. It's a
Oh,
bad line.
That's a lot better, mate. You sound intelligent now.
No chance of that.
We're interviewed for a fourth donkey tonight, Jim.
I just want. I'm a positive guy. I don't care about any bad that's been on. I'm a blue nose through and through, and I just want positivity. See if we can all get that together. Don't look back. Don't even look back to the Hibs of Motherwell and Livingston game. Just go forward thinking. Danny will do it for us. The players will do it for us. And starting this Sunday, and it's 10 out of 10.
Jim, is that a mantra you take to your life, that you should never look back, you should always look forward?
Aye, because what happens in the past happens. It doesn't matter. It's forward thinking. Everybody's life, things will happen that it's not very nice. In majority of people's lives. But you'll say to yourself, I'm making it better, and keep going forward and be positive with people. You know what I mean?
So you would say if you'd done nearly 200 selections and you get one up, you would think you'll get it this week. Is that what you're saying, Jim?
I would imagine I've done maybe 1,000 and no go to them.
All right.
I'd be worse than Big Stevie.
Well, we joined me Southside. Evening, Southside.
Jim, don't take the bait off that banger. Right, he was just firing it up there. I was sitting listening to him, building up to it. I was actually going to shout in, but I thought I'd show a bit of manners tonight, Jim. You know what I mean?
A couple of weeks ago, Southside, they were all winning at half time. And
a couple of weeks ago, I know.
You were unlucky. You know what I've done?
I'm listening to Jim. You just calm down now. This is good conversation for Jim, unlike yourself sometimes.
You know what I've been doing for you, Southside? I'm not, and I do it every week. I put them
Don't
on
be
scoring
stripping up to him now.
I put them on scoring wins, and you only need one, and you're getting 27 grand some weeks.
Aye.
The 6 of them.
You would never know. Hopefully, you'll be lucky, Jim. Just wait to hear this week's.
Oh dear. How we doing, Southside?
Aye, good. I agree with Jim. Positivity is what it's all about. We are where we are in the league. We've dropped a few points, but it's all about what happens on Sunday and what happens going forward with the rest of the league games. So that's what it's about, and hopefully Ibrox will be loud and proud on Sunday as always, and the team will give something to cheer for first minute to the last minute, because it's dictated by how the team play. So hopefully he'll pick the right team, and should they maybe not pick one or two that we think might start, as long as he gives everything that Rangers jersey on Sunday, that's all will matter, and hopefully we'll batter them right into submission on Sunday, mate.
What's Southside's team then?
Any team that wins is always Ox, you know what I mean? I think he'll play a back four. I think probably Sterling, if he passes the fitness test, will start. I think Romans will start and I think the two probably picked themselves with John Suter and my good friend Manny should probably start. Although he's been a bit, I don't know, I thought Jigga was all right in the last couple of games he'd played before he dropped to it, but I think Fernandez will keep his place, so I'm going to have a wee flutter on him to score any time during the game. Midfield is the one that's going to shape it. I would go with the three in the midfield. I think we need to win the battle in the middle of the park. So I think that's what you've got today, and I think Big Tukey, I think probably Diamandi and Raskin are the three that I think you've got to make sure that we win that middle of the park, and that will control the game. So I think you'll probably play the three. Scove Olsen, I think, will sit on the bench. Gas Amara, I think, will sit on the bench and all. I think Mikey Moore will get a place in the team, and then probably, hopefully, we'll go with the two strikers. I would probably go with Chimiti and Nadiri if he's fit. Nadiri might make the bench and he might put one winger on, I think, but I don't think the two will start. As long as we just beat them up, so it doesn't matter how we do it. As long as we do it, that's what it's all about. And hopefully, again, we'll keep the record going against that mob and we'll get the victory, because the league game's the most important game out of the two. Aye, I've always wanted to beat them every opportunity, but out of the two games, the first one's the most important. It's for the league, and we need to make sure that we put them right out it and put them on the back foot, and then maybe Aberdeen will do them maybe days a turn during the week. No often they do it, but you might, and that will increase the gap, and then it'll be a two-horse race between us and Hearts. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. Just give a shout out to all the YouTube trips that are on. I seen them on earlier. They're all bouncing. I think Rapol got his tune played for him and all. So he'll be happy. So I'd like to thank them for listening to the show as always.
Aye, here, mate. Here. Aye. Jim, man, look. Danny Rose come in. He's. Hello. We'll use the word steadied the ship. He's got to stay January. He's brought in 4 players. I would say that one's been looks a big tick in the box. 2 have got half a tick in the box, and one's got a tick at the moment. And he was the one that people were raving about. But he's improved our squad by the 4 he's brought in, and hopefully they can all kick on. You know, it takes players time to settle. I'm not saying that Scott Wilson wouldn't be a hit if he stayed, but you don't know. But look, the boy at the left back looks a good player. Tucci's physical, gets about the part, has showed glimpses. Nadiri looks promising up front, so he's improved the squad. Only time will tell if he's improved the team, Jim. So he's done a great job. You there, Jim?
Yes.
Yeah,
no. I'm happy. I want Rangers to win every week. I just want positivity. I don't want to go back, honestly. And a wee bit of luck, and we'll do the business. Because I don't rate Hearts. I don't think Hearts are a good side. Motherwell, we should have battered them any time we've played them, in my opinion. We didn't finish it. And for me, he scores the one where the centre back knocks it back to him. He hits it off the keeper. We're 2-0 up. The game's finished. You know, I think Hibs are a better team than Hearts, actually. I don't rate Hearts at all.
And they've ground out the results. That's what they've done. They've ground out results, and they've not done any European football either, mate. You contend with, yeah?
They've been lucky against us with the handball one early on, and the penalty, which for me was never a penalty. The handball one should have been chopped off, but that's us getting into VAR again, which has not been great for us.
No, it's not been great. Right, it's that time of the evening, that time of the week, AK. It's Southside's Super 6.
Welcome to Southside Super 6. And get ready for your weekend's fix. He finds it hard to get them right, 'cause most of the time they are shy.
Hi, welcome to Southside Super 6 for the 28th of February. The first selection this weekend's Newcastle to beat Everton. The second selection is Brentford to beat Burnley away from home. The third selection is Ipswich to beat Swansea. The fourth selection is Lincoln to beat Blackpool. The fifth selection is Falkirk to beat Kilmarnock. And the sixth selection is Motherwell to beat Dundee United. If you take all six, it pays 18.5 to win.
Well, you have just heard this week's picks a run out and bet like dicks. The sane amongst you will give it a miss, 'cause for years he has just been taking the piss.
That Fox is cruel to you. I would never be like that to you, big man.
I know, I try to laugh. I try not to laugh after the first part of it.
Did you choose the ones south side?
Yes, all mines this week,
Right,
yes.
no, honest
I've
to God,
chose
they're
them.
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I've got to say to the boys, AK and Robert, he's really trying hard, isn't he? 18 to 1 for a six-fold, AK.
Good luck. Good luck to you anyway, Southside. But as usual, you usually get nothing back after you're doing it.
See, there's positivity anyway. Where is he? Hold on, I've lost him. A guy on the YouTube says Blackpool will win. Sorry, mate. No, I mean, that's good positivity, that, straight away. Yeah. You know, I was just looking at that there and I'm thinking, really? I only just named it and he's already whacked me already. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to go for Liverpool, Newcastle, Man City, Man United, Fulham and Arsenal, then you can batter the 6 if you want. There you go. Take Blackpool out. There you go.
Positivity for Jim, anyway, Southside.
Thank you, mate. You do best teams to score and win. Hope you get it up, Jim.
That's what I do, and one of these weeks I'll get it.
What a party that'll be, mate. What a party that'll be, Jim.
You better believe it.
Listen, he's mentioned Blackpool there, Robert. Yes, the Blackpool Donkeys, yeah.
That seems to be the trend of the evening, mate. It seems to be the trend. I'm just wondering, AK's always banging on about leaving positivity to do.
Robert?
What's
you know
that?
what they get for their dinner?
What's that?
The Blackpool Donkeys.
Half an hour.
Well said, Jim.
I was just
Carry
going to say.
on,
Sorry.
Carry on, Robert.
I was just going to say, AK bangs on about leave the negativity to do. What about the Southside Super 6 negativity? Come on, you.
Yeah, I thought he mentioned donkeys because we usually win eat all.
Oh. You're on fire in it, AK.
Every week, I'm right behind them at 3:05.
I'm turning my phone off anymore. I'm busy, so I'm not even going to listen to your shecht. I mean, I'll just turn it off. I'll turn it back on about 4:45 just to see where I'm. What have I done now? I've upset the Swansea loyalist enough. For Pete's sake, man. Well, I can't help it. I didn't pick your team to win. I didn't pick it to win, did I? I mean, I can't please everybody, can I?
The trouble is, you don't please anybody.
Oh, come on, you. I'm away. I've had enough, right? I'm off, man. What time's this? 12:09. I'm away. You're upsetting me now.
Bob Gers joined this evening, Bob Ger.
Good evening, everyone. Is that AK getting upset there?
No, not me.
Who's getting upset? Oh, we don't like to hear anybody getting upset. You know who you want to upset, and let's upset them big time. Hi, good evening. I just listened to your manager's comments there, and I listened to the reaction for them. See that O'Neill, don't let him get into your mind, because that's what he does. Every time it comes up to a fixture, they're astonishingly brilliant and astonishingly wonderful, and nobody can touch us. That McGowan was only talking through his manager. Then let them. We're at home. We're strong. We're in pole position. Let's get our mentality right and go for it. We'll have our big magnanimous support behind us. So come on, Rangers. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what he says, what propaganda they come away with. That's the way I'm looking at it. Don't get involved in a war of words with them. Just go on the park and do them. That's all I want, and that's all the rest of us are asking. And I think I'm far off the mark with it, Roxy.
Oh, there you're talking on the pitch, mate. Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Robert.
Hi, good evening, Bob. Here. I said it earlier in the show. There's always comments. You know what it's like in the media. They'll grasp on a line that's said by somebody. Anything they can get to try and get some clickbait out there, sell the papers, you name it, and then they'll jump on it again Monday morning when somebody has said something that's went against them, basically. So we know what it's like. We know what the media do. I think Danny Rule was quite smart in the way he answered it. For me, there was no issues with any answers he's made. But for a journalist to go and ask Martin O'Neill the comments that Danny Rule's made, and then since then being called by so many pundits out there to be disrespectful and all this, and thinking there's going to be changes in the Celtic team, he's only telling the truth, mate. Of course there'll be changes. Of course they're sitting third on the table. He's told the truth, and sometimes the truth just hurts people, mate. But the most important thing we can hurt them is on Sunday, as you said, with a victory and 3 points, and that will hurt them more than any words that can be said.
Anything, yes. Anything at all. That's what you must inflict on them is defeat. Because defeat's not in their vocabulary. They think that nobody beats them, nobody's capable of beating them. Well, they've been well wrong this year. They've had it too easy, too long. They're not getting it easy this year and they didn't like it. But that's picking on them. Come on, Rangers. Do what you did in the Hearts game. You were spot on. Well, not exactly spot on. We could have been better defensively, but that's part. We won the game and we got the point. And that's how I want to do. Repeat the process on Sunday. Just get the ball forward quick as we can, make chances, because you can make chances against them. And when you get a chance, take it. I just want the 3 points. We're within touching distance here, we're in this league, and I'm sure we can do it. So, there we go.
Yeah. AK.
Hi, good evening, Bob. Listen, you're
Good
right,
evening,
pal. We've been here before, we know what they're up to. Martin O'Neill tries to be quite cute with his wording and stuff, but there's a lot of journalists obviously put the fish hooks out there for Danny Rule to answer in response to McCowan's words. The less said about that, the better. But the narrative is getting spun already that Danny Rule shouldn't be speaking out their club in derogatory terms. Well, their manager spoke about our club in derogatory terms, so he's got a short memory. That's all I'll say. Yeah. He basically wrote off our chances. Wasn't in the job at the time, but at National Radio he wrote off our chances as no hopers, and we can't challenge the likes of Celtic. Well, Danny Rule's stated facts. We're second in the league, closest to Hearts in challenging terms. We're 10 games to go. There are 30 points to play for, and it's just about ticking off wins. Sunday's massive psychologically, and it puts out a statement of intent to the rest of the league. And if we're right on Hearts' tails, if Aberdeen days are be favoured, brilliant. But if no, then we're still going to be there. We're still fighting for this title. I feel like Kevin Keegan here, a wee statement there, but it's true though. We're right on their tails. They've still to go there, and we're still fighting for this bridge.
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Richmond?
Yeah, the guys have been speaking well and covered a lot of the great points. Bob Jerson's in top form. Can I just say, as far as I'm concerned, we're our big danger in the early parts of the game is we give away space in the defence, and we allow the teams to come up, and sometimes the shots at goal within seconds of the game starting. We need to stop that. On Sunday particular, we need to get the ball, and it's our ball, and stop them being able to. Don't cut through us. Don't let them cut through us, should I say? Otherwise, we could very easily lose a goal in the opening minutes of the game, which we definitely don't want to do. Sorry, I'm being a bit defensive here for that. I just feel the Rangers can sometimes start a bit lackadaisical and then pick up the game later on. I don't want that. I want Rangers on the top form. This is our match. This is our match. We're Rangers. We're playing at Ibrox, and this is where they have to be. Everybody that comes there should be fair to Rangers. Not go out there and play us off the park for the first 5 minutes and possibly goals. No. We got to show who we are and get in there and do it. So go and do it, Rangers. Sunday, do it.
Southside.
I never heard what he said, McCowan. I never watched their game, wouldn't have watched them. But probably he shouldn't have bat at all or said anything. He should just have said I'm here to talk about Rangers, because you know what the journalists are like. They're all looking for a sort of clickbait or something to say. And by all accounts, about users saying, I take it he must have run across the other side of the city when he done a press conference and relayed it all after him. I've not seen or heard anything about it really, but I'm taking that as what you're saying. He should probably just have said nothing and no bit to it at all. But if it's annoyed Neil, then fair enough. But I would just have kept my own counsel, and just spoke about Rangers and no gave them the opportunity, which they've obviously tried today in the press conference the day with Danny Rule, to get them to say something so they could get a reaction. But listen, Bob Gerrard will hopefully do the talking on the park on Sunday. The players know what's at stake, and I think he's had a good chance to work with them this week, drum it into their heads. There's a lot of them been there a long time and know what the fixture's about, and it's down to them to go out and perform first and foremost. You'll never get 11 players probably on the day playing up to their capabilities. You might have to sometimes carry a passenger here or there, but hopefully we'll have 11 that'll put in a decent performance. If we have to carry the odd passenger through the game to make sure we win the game, then so be it. But one or two might get affected by the atmosphere, because Ibrox is always going to be loud and proud on Sunday. We're closer to the pitch and all, and it can make some noise round about the stadium. But looking forward to it. Like a lot of Rangers supporters are looking forward to it, and hopefully the team will do as proud on the day and get the 3 points that matters. And if it's 1-0, an own goal or whatever it takes, it doesn't matter. As long as when we leave Ibrox Park on Sunday, we've got the 3 points in the bag. That's what matters.
Yeah. Jim?
This evening, Bob, you're spot on everything you said. It's just listening to wee Martin the other week there about the blue card. That's enough. For me, the wee man's vermin, and that's just my opinion on probably most of them right enough, but especially him. But he's a manager that's given me one of my finest days as a Rangers supporter with Helicopter Sunday. I'd like to thank him for that, because that was fantastic. Seeing his wee face, Tripman was different class.
Right. Jim, you can't look back, you've got to look forward, mate.
When you can look back if it's positive. You can look back if it's positive. And I want you all thinking, Southside 6 going to win. We need positivity.
We've tried
and then
that.
we'll do it on Sunday.
We've tried lighting candles and everything. It doesn't work. AK.
We've got a voodoo doll. We've got a voodoo doll. Mere chance of rain doing a rain dance.
What I will say, it sounds like Yankee candles. Anyway. You're right, a bit of positivity. He's due to get it, obviously. But what a weekend that would be. That would be 3 beer tokens for Sunday. Southside perfect, but
that would be a perfect start. get the Swally started on the Sunday morning. It's an early start, 8:30 Sunday morning, so it is. And some cultural tunes, and then make your way down the famous Paisley Road West. Didn't you see the greatest team in the world?
AK. Ben Bob Chair.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I see they've to arrive there nice and early, so shoes and other foot as well. So, but I hope everybody gets there safe and sound, and they enjoy the game. Bring the noise. Was it full house it's heading for, I believe? So full house, full noise for a full 90, and let's cheer the Rangers on to a victory.
Yeah. Bob, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more with the sentiments. For once, the circumstances have changed in your favour. We've got a game here against them on Sunday in the league and a game against them on Sunday in the Scottish Cup. We have a chance to stab them right in the hair. That's maybe a bit of an extreme statement, but they would think that about you and all. Let's finish their season next Sunday. Half finish it on Sunday and finish it completely next week. Then they'll realise they've been in a big challenge this year and they didn't like it for the first time in a long time. They've had it, look guys, they've had it too easy, too long. And we all know that. They're not getting it easy this year and they're not enjoying it. So don't listen to what O'Neill says, just listen to what we say. Positiveness all the way. Get the heat doing and get them Rangers, because we've got better players than them. That's what I believe. So, and good luck with the Super 6 and all. I'm not a gambler, man. I'm married a Fifer. That was a big enough gamble, but there you go.
That was a gamble.
And I lost.
You're a cruel man, Bob. Cruel man, Bob.
And I lost. Hashtag next door, you know, so you see how you've got all the candles on the house. He says, I never paid my bill. Right.
Right. So, we've talked about the formation, we've talked about the personnel. We've got a few guys. I'll go to Robert first. Romans could be making his debut. Fernandez making his debut against them. I don't think he played in the first game of the season. I can check that out. I don't think he was fit. Tucci maybe making his debut. Chermiti. You might have Olsen involved. You could have up to maybe 5 players maybe making their debut in an Old Firm game at Ibrox. So it's unusual. It doesn't happen that often, that many. Robert?
No, it doesn't, Ox, but I'm sure they'll thrive off the pressure that it comes with the game. Some have obviously maybe watched the games and been from afar viewing in as well and took it in, and the expertise as well from the players already experienced the game they'll lean on as well to understand how it is, but you won't know the cauldron of noise until you walk out there. I think if the fans are the same voice and the same energy that they brought against Hearts, then it's got a tremendous atmosphere which will give the players a lift, a massive boost. But when they come to the club, these are the games that they always talk about. They always mention playing against them because it's the rivals and what comes with it, what's at stake, the bragging rights, everything involved in it. These are the games they want to be involved in. And as a new signing, whether it's your first game or your 10th game, it's your first Old Firm game, you want to go and showcase that you've got the qualities, you've got the ability, but ultimately you want to be on that winning side. And every single one of them should cherish that moment that they're on that park. And if they walk away with a held high with 3 points in the bag, then they've done their jobs and we'll be proud of them, mate. Simple as that.
Yeah. If they thought the Hearts game was spectacular, if you got a result outside, if the whistle goes in the 115th minute and we've managed to win, mate, yeah, I know it'll be dark by then, but it'll be bouncing, eh?
Aye, definitely. Stands will be full. I would imagine everybody will stay at the end to applaud the team Sunday, and I expect that to happen. We've nothing to fear off this mob. They're absolutely rank rotten. So they are. And listen, they're there for the taking. And we, just as long as we've got the right attitude and the right heat on for the players, then we'll get the business done. And they've had a good week to sit and make sure they're going to be ready for the game. There'll be a lot of them want to make sure they start. And listen, you can't predict these games, as we all know. These mental things can happen during the game. We've watched many of them for many years, and things happen, and players maybe get the odd sending off or whatever. It'll be interesting to see with the referee, because normally they clamp down early and a odd tackle here or there. So we'll see. I'd expect probably us to take about 3 bookings anyway, if we're through the course of the game. It'll depend when they get booked and how it affects our team going forward, because sometimes if you get a booking couple of midfielders, it takes the sting out of them, and it can change the game slightly, how they go and approach it and how they put tackles in later on. So hopefully beaten, he'll do that his job. They've certainly got their policemen in the VAR room with Clancy, and I think it's McLean, who are hopeless to be for him. So hopefully they'll not be needed. But it's down to us, and hopefully we'll have the place bouncing for the 90 minutes. But it's down to the players to make sure that they get the job done. And as long as they're winning and creating chances and we're scoring goals, Ibrox will certainly come along with them, and the place will be rocking. And hopefully it'll still be rocking when we finish. But whatever time it takes after the 90 minutes to get the job done, Ox, and then it'll be a good Sunday night. Will be had by all in the blue half of Glasgow, and Glasgow will belong to us as it always has and always will.
Yeah. Well, you must be due a sickie, eh?
Well, no yet. But no, I hope I'm no sick on Sunday night. I'll tell you that. But no, I'm sure we will maybe. No, I know what you meant. But no, listen, the new signings, that Hearts game, they must have been hairs in the back of their neck, must have been going, particularly when we go behind twice. But the crowd they were right behind the team, regardless of what Hearts were doing, and they've got to be the same on Sunday. They've got a vital part to play in how our season finishes. 17 goals were scored at Ibrox in the last 3 games there, so the guys should be full of confidence. The support are going there, full of confidence, full of expectation, but the players are it's up to them where we go and how we grasp the game. Just go out there and win every first challenge, every second challenge, and be in their faces. Don't let them settle and let us control the game. I think that midfield that you picked there, Southside, I think should be able to dominate the game, and then it's up to the forward line there to penetrate their back line and hopefully we get in behind them and score the goals that we're kind of looking for, because they're no good defensively. We know they're no good. They've still got some threats in attack, but we've got to keep things tight, got to keep things disciplined, and play the game as and when it should be played.
Yeah. So, do you remember back 5 or 6 years, maybe a wee bit longer? Remember Blackpool True Blues, little lad David? I don't know if you remember. Remember he was in hospital. We were getting updates.
I remember that.
Well, he's going to his first Old Firm game on Sunday, mate.
Oh, is he? Oh, brilliant.
How things move on, eh? His old man's just... Yes.
That's great news. Great news to hear.
Yeah. God, it just shows you. I thought it was a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's 6 heading towards 7. Brilliant. So he's going to be making his debut himself. So hopefully we get a result for young David and his old man.
Fantastic.
And his old man. Aye. It seems as if it was yesterday. I couldn't believe when he messages me. Aye. Time goes quick. Right, Jim, give us more of that positivity, mate. Give us more of it.
I'm going for 4-0 on Sunday. That's it, 4-0. I was actually going with a 3-4-3, but I just want 2 up front. You know what I mean? At the least, I want Cermiti and Big London as Big Stevie, because I'm fantastic. I think we'll get the result, honestly. I think we'll hammer them, because they're no good. If we click 4-0, maybe more, but we'll take 4. Be happy with 4. And the Super 6 on Saturday first.
And then in Super 6 on Saturday first, and a victory on Sunday. Oh, what a weekend, Robert.
Different class.
If Carlsberg or any other drinks did a Sunday, mate, that's or a weekend, that's right up your street there.
Sorry, Robert. Somebody say to Fox to get rid of that tune, because there's no positivity in that for a big man.
He needs to get a winner first before he can make it positive, Jim.
He's up against everything, but
he keeps trying. It's not that they want a trying. But Ox, you're right, mate. I think, see, we're sitting here discussing like how we're going to shape up. You've already touched on it as well. Without a doubt, their defence is their weakest point. They've got Trusty missing through suspension. Obviously, they lost their appeal. So you've got a right back who could lose the plot at any minute. You're going to have probably Scales and either a youngster or a guy who they've brought on loan. I think he's from Brentford. Not played any professional football for Brentford. Came up the road. And you've got Tierney, who can't really see you at 90 minutes. We can hurt them. I think if we do the two strikers, Naderi's movement, Chermiti can link up the play, and Mikey Moore in a free roll, just running with the ball at his feet, taking that back line on, we can expose them, mate. And we just need to be clinical and take our chances. And I think if we dominate the midfield as well, we won't need to worry about anything from our defence making mistakes. I'm not saying we could have his slippers on, but we've got the attacking threat there to hit their defensive line and exploit it for how poor it is. And not to mention the goalkeeper situation as well. He's under fire, Schmeichel. He got dropped last night. Whether that was just because they wanted to change a keeper for a European game, or whether that's Sinisalo now going to be in goal for the weekend. But we've got enough in the attacking threat, mate.
Sinisalo.
Close enough.
Well, he does have licks, sir. Hey, Jim will fix it.
Well, now they can fix them.
Keep the badges are worth a few quid, do you? Keep your...
Ruined my childhood.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Bob Jer.
Oh,
Listen,
that's all right.
I never heard it like that, Bob Jer, just to let you know.
Our two centre backs have got to concentrate along with the goalie. No schoolboy errors, Bob Jer.
What was that? Can you repeat that up? Sorry.
No schoolboy errors. Suter, Fernandez, the goalkeeper. If we are going to, if there's going to be moments in the game, let's make sure we don't shoot ourselves in the foot.
No, aye. Well, I thought your back four was terrible last Sunday, as I did the whole team. I wasn't any compliments. Maybe the left back, he escaped with past match, but the other 10 were murdered, let's be honest. And we can't afford another performance like that on Sunday. And I don't think we will. I think Rangers will be on song on Sunday. And you're quite right to point out the films of their defence. This Trusty carry on, they've nagged about it for a week. It was his own fault. So, but you can't like this O'Neillian as they can pull rabbits out of the hat. Like, and I've seen him, I've no respect for him, but I've seen him do it many times. I just hope he fails on Sunday. Hope Rangers are on their game. Mikey Moore goes into them, runs them ragged. Scott Wilson finally hits his game and runs them ragged, and we defeat them and come back with the 3 points. That's all I'm asking, Rangers. Just do it. We can't all the politics of Rangers. I just want Rangers to go on the park, play well, make chances, score goals. I don't care who they can have 3 goalies if they want. I don't care. So we can just go in here on Sunday and do their business. I'll be quite happy because it's a big step towards the league championship if we win. As I can't do 9 games to go after it, then that's 27 points, but it'll be one in the eye for them. And the nearer they get in the eye, the better for me and the rest of us. So come on in, Gers, let's do the business,
I don't think you're being fair there, Bob Jer. I don't think you get 2 goalies in the goal with Schmeichel, mate.
Well, maybe you do, with the size of him.
I don't think you would.
No.
Big Stevie's worried about his Biox. That's Michael.
I have a feeling he'll not be in goals for them. There you go. But that's up to them. They can select who they want.
Right. Here we go. A wee tune to cheer us all up. Let's hear it, Foxy Boy.
His name is Ryan Nadery. He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. We love Nadery's goals. His name is Ryan Nadery. He stands at 6'4", and when
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
That's your new one. That's your new one for the magic hat. Bridge, that's taken over for the magic hat.
Oh, the magic
Bob,
that'll never lose, but that's brilliant. I loved it. I loved it.
Bob, yeah, last word for your good self.
Well, thanks for having me on. Been great again. Brilliant. And I'll maybe take a pop on before the game on Sunday, and certainly will be after it. But I'm thinking we can do this. I don't think I'm going to be as bold as to go 4-0. 1-0 all day, a bridge, man. 1-0 all day, mate. Just to defeat them in any way, shape, or form, that's all right for me. That does me. And before I go, I had a boy at the door today. I don't think I'll tell you this. I had a boy at the door today, Bridge. Knocked on the door. I went, I said, can I help you, son? He says, I'm collecting for the local swimming pool. Is that good for you? So I gave him a pail of water. Right. Right.
Nice one, Bob, yeah.
He's later on voiced, one of theirs.
Oh, class,
beat that,
class.
Jim. Beat that, Jim.
Oh, I can't. No, brilliant show, lads. Fantastic. I love it. Just keep the positivity up. We are the people. 4-0 to Glasgow Rangers. And
cheers, mate.
I hope
Cheers,
you all
mate.
a
Good to
fantastic
speak to you, mate.
Have a
Yes,
good
mate.
night.
Cheers, mates.
Bye.
Speak to you soon, Jim. Speak to you soon. Southside.
Aye, it's going to be a long weekend. Starting tomorrow, a wee cultural day down in Kinnan Park tomorrow. A few bands on, and then Rangers rally Saturday night. I'm sure it'll be bouncing in Eddie House. And then obviously Sunday, Ibrox, home of the famous Glasgow Rangers, and hopefully 3 points for the Teddy Bears. Just thank everybody in the YouTube feed that's contributed to the show tonight, and thank them for joining us as always. And thank you for letting us on earlier just to do the Super 6. So it's our time, mate. It's our team and it's our city. So it's time to prove it on Sunday and batter this mob into submission. So thanks for having us on, Ox.
Cheers, mate. Icky.
A great show tonight there, Ox. Really enjoyed that. Hope all the listeners did as well. Great to hear the Jim back on again. Hadn't heard them for a wee while, so positive as always. Look forward to Sunday, pal. Look forward to Rangers winning. Full house, full voice for a full 90. Won the Rangers.
Robert?
I just think what you guys are saying, mate. Great show tonight. We're looking forward to Sunday now. And I might see you tomorrow night, Southside. If you want to chuck us a drink over, more than welcome, mate. But looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it.
Your head.
It wouldn't be hard, to be honest. Box will confirm that. But no, mate, good show. Looking forward to Sunday. Battle fever is on. Let's do this, Rangers.
You get my fruit shoot or one of the Panda Pops Southside.
Aye, I know. Stinking. Keeping cheerful.
Bridgeman.
Oh, what can I say? Oxford, marvellous night tonight. Really, really good. All the guys on it. Robert, AK, and Southside later on, and the guys that phoned in, and of course our techie geniuses in the background. It's magic. They keep the show going really, really well. So I'm going to just say, for me, we've got a huge game, biggest game of the season and biggest game of any season in my memory. Right up, this is the most important game in my life on Sunday. There you are. That's how I see it. And we must win. And Rangers, and remember what I was saying earlier, it's our stadium, it's our pitch, and it's our team. We are the people. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need us. Keep it going.
Yeah, thanks to Ross who come on, Southside, Jim, Bob Chair, and thanks to AK and Bridgeman and Robert for doing the show, Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back. Oh, I've not even looked to the kick-off time for Sunday. There you go.
11 a.m. we'll be back.
11 a.m. on Sunday. 11 a.m. Sunday as we build up to a Rangers victory at Ibrox. Thanks for listening. This is a week for the Southside Super 6. Jim's told us. I hope Jim's right with everything they said tonight. Take it away, Old School Boy.